It's huge, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going to be like twice to 3 times the size. So
wow.
Excited. Yeah, that'll be the gym I'll be training at. So I'm actually looking forward to that.
You're from the south side?
Yeah. Actually, just moved to Edmonton.
Yeah, you're saying Lethbridge? Or no, Lloyd.
Lloyd, yeah.
I don't know why I get those mixed up all the time. But Brett Marin, snatch number 1, 90 kilos for his opener here. Healthy weight.
Nice.
Yeah.
See, and that's like what you just saw there. That was like a really nice tempo to the snatch. He didn't have to go, like, he didn't have to fly up and fly down. He stayed in a really good position and finished that pull. And that bar almost by, when you do that, you finish that extension, you get into a really good position to stand that bar up.
Yeah, I got Numa Kwan coming out for his final snatch of the day. Going with 90 kilos. That's a 5 kilo jump from his second attempt.
Easy.
Yeah.
Tons of room, tons of power there.
I guess he didn't want to push himself today.
Yeah. Well, and it's tough too because when you don't know their maxes, you don't know if that's like, because that might have been a PR or like,
that could be 110%. We don't know, right?
Yeah. So that's always the cool part. I always enjoy, like, for example, he's 88 kilos. When the bar gets over body weight, the way I always like to picture it is now, like, imagine picking up that bar. That bar has the same amount of weight you do. So now the way you really initiate that pull matters a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Because now you're essentially pulling something that's just as heavy as you. When that bar is lighter than you, I don't want to say it's easier. Well, I mean, it is, but you don't have to be as concentrated as, keeping that weight back. So now they really have to be conscious about their setup as soon as this bar reaches over their body weight.
Like Caden Snyder here. 88 kilos, going for a 94 kilo snatch. Nice.
Wow.
I thought he was going to lose it there.
Yeah. No, he stabilized very well.
Yeah, beautiful. 3 whites. Going to be bringing out Brett Marin for his second snatch attempt here.
Yeah, his first one looked great.
Going to be 94 kilos. $94 kilos. Waiting for Brett Marin.
Really nice.
Yeah, should be good.
I like how deliberate he was with his setup, and it's one thing the coach of OPF, Kevin Zimmerman, really kind of focuses on too, is you want to really be in a good locked-in position off the get-go. And I just like how much Brett was really focusing on where are my hands, where's the balance of my feet. You could tell he was being very thoughtful and tact about kind of how he was going to pull that bar.
Yeah.
Especially as the bar gets heavier, it's one thing that you really got to focus on.
Oh, weight change.
Caden Snyder.
Caden Snyder back out, 97 kilos for his second attempt.
Just got a little bit away from him there. Definitely strong enough.
Mm-hmm.
And once again, that's just, finishing that extension and getting that bar vertical just becomes so much more important as this weight gets heavier.
Absolutely.
Snatch is really, out of both lifts, snatch tends to be the tougher of the two. And just because it's, if you, what we were kind of talking about it with the jerk, if that, bar gets anywhere in front of you, it's just almost impossible to stabilize back.
Yeah, especially like you said, when the weight you're lifting gets over your body weight, you got to be very technical with that. I don't know what you call it when you pop it from your hips to get up to there. You're literally pushing more than your weight off there. So physics is saying you're going with that bar.
Yes. Oh, seriously. And two, it's like, if you want to imagine it, like imagine that top position and imagine there's 2 inches. Now that bar, let's say, is just 2 or 3 inches in front of you. You are not bringing more than your body weight back onto the top of your body, even something as simple. And that's why, once again, you see some of these guys lifting the weights that they do. It is very impressive. If any of the listeners haven't tried it, it's it can be just almost impossible to bring that weight back. So kind of finishing that extension, very vertically and getting that bar to its final position. And that's why you'll see some of the these lifters that are lifting, even on the international side, double body weight snatch. It becomes almost mind-boggling because you think about it, it's like they miss this bar at all.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah. Doesn't take much.
All right, Caden Snyder.
Caden's coming in for his final snatch attempt here. 97 kilos, hoping for some redemption here.
Oh, nice try. Definitely better than his second attempt.
Almost had it. Yeah, definitely a strong individual, though.
Yeah, oh, very much so.
Good work from Caden Snyder.
The tough part with snatch, too, is like, this is kind of a elegant way to put it. If clean and jerk is like this, it's almost, once again, by nature, a little bit easier, so you really get to focus on the effort you're putting into it. Snatch is like a dance. You can't just overexert yourself for it. If you're very good technically, you can almost really focus on the effort. But there's a lot of technical components to a snatch, so you really have to be dialed in technically, and technique kind of can change throughout the course of, let's say, a training cycle. So kind of peaking, you want to make sure that the technique is there.
All right, Brett Marin coming out 98 kilos for his third and final snatch attempt.
Yeah, he's been looking good.
10 kilos over his body weight. He's going to lose it, right?
Yeah.
The elbow bend.
Yeah.
Look at me, I'm learning, Dad.
Yeah. Hey, you got it. Yeah, no, definitely had the strength too. Just once again, it's those fine, minute details. Of probably just caught it with arms just slightly bent. Just it almost looked like he beat the bar to that bottom position. So then, if you want to think about it this way, if you're almost too quick to the bottom and you beat the bar before it lands on you, now you're essentially trying to catch. He was lifting 98. So that bar is almost crashing upon you, as if you meet the bar exactly where it is and you catch it before it's falling on you and then ride it down. Much easier to catch. So that's why it's that balance of there's so many timing components to snatch.
Yeah.
Zach Blakely, here we go. One of my buddies here at OPF South.
$105 kilos for his opener. So close.
Yeah. Definitely has the power. Zach is a alumni Team Canada gymnastics athlete.
Oh, no
so
way.
Has the strength, has the power. Just looked like he lost it a bit forward and then got a little bit unbalanced. So definitely has the strength for that. Him and Adrian, who's up next, Sandy, have kind of let's call it an inter-club competition. I know they're wanting to beat each other, so this will be a good battle to watch today.
Like a friendly rivalry,
friendly
I'll shank you after the show, kind of.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
Well, until the alleged shanking, this is Adrian Sandy coming out 105 kilos, same weight. That was just missed by Zachary Blakely.
Yes.
Speedy, didn't waste much time at the bottom there.
Yeah, and very technical too. I train a lot with Adrian, and the one thing, especially over the course of this last training cycle, and let's even say the last 6 months, his techniques are really consistent. One thing that you watch for in snatch is if there's a lot of variance in the way you pull the bar among many reps, is not something you kind of want to see. And Adrian, in a training session, will pull that bar from warm up to his, let's say final or max weight the same. So that's why he's just so consistent. Here we go, Zach.
Sticking with 105 kilos here, wanting to get this on the board.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, definitely has the strength and power. Just finished his extension. The difference with that one was he just stuck with the bar longer. That pull got right to extension, got under it. Once again, it's that difference between you don't have to be too quick. You can finish that pull, and then the bar will be kind of where you know it's going to be. Then you just kind of get into that position, and there it is.
All right, Adrian Sandy slated to be up next. Saying 106 kilos, I'd imagine is probably going to be a weight change here.
Oh, yeah. He's going up to 108.
Okay, not before Zachary takes 107 for a spin.
Oh, yeah, these two will be going back and forth.
Well, this is Zach's last attempt. So if Adrian goes for the 108, Zachary just got to hope he misses it if he wants to beat him.
Oh, no, they're going back and forth. See, this is, I was telling you, they're going to go.
Oh,
they're
I see
going to be
what
going
you're
back and forth.
saying. Yeah. They're just messing with each other now, hey?
Yeah, and that's so. Once again, the coaches in the back are the ones making these weight changes. So, that's where they become really instrumental in, who's going to hit what.
Yeah.
And, that's where the gamesmanship kind of comes in, because right now they're probably, if you want to think about it this way, Zach goes up to force Adrian to go up, and now it's almost this game of, who's going to take this bar before it gets too heavy, and we both can't hit it.
Yeah. Looks like he settled with 109 kilos here. 4 kilo jump from his opener.
Adrian weighs around 80 kilos, so this is the big weight compared to body weight.
Oh, yeah. He competes at a high level, too.
Yeah.
Zachary, yeah.
Yeah, definitely there. Just had to finish that extension a tad bit more, but that bar was right there.
Yeah, super.
I've seen Adrian Sandy hit 110 easy, so definitely there. Just needs to finish that extension a little bit.
Zachary has one more attempt, right? Yeah, he does. Okay.
Yeah.
110. You think he's going to stay there? Or?
Yeah.
And that leaves it up to Adrian. Will he tie, break?
Yeah, I imagine. Yeah, they're both going to be taking that 10.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I think they're max snatches are both 110. So this will be a good fight. Oh, looks like Zach went up.
Yeah,
And this is where it gets real interesting too, because in the back, if you start calling for higher numbers and higher numbers, it's that game of you want to pick a number you can hit, and you want to go obviously over your competition, but if you pick a number too high, right? So it's that you get to that fine detail of like being honest with yourself of what you think you can hit, but obviously the competitive side of you wants to go higher. And once again, it's the coaches become real instrumental in picking these weights. All right, let's go, Adrian.
Final snatch attempt of the day here for Adrian Sandy, 110 kilos.
Yes, textbook.
Beautiful. It felt like it was almost like slow, like it kind of just floated into position.
So, and that's what I was kind of talking about is like with snatch, it looks like this, really dynamic movement. It is. But if you rush it, almost if you just try and focus on being as fast as you can, sometimes what happens is you'll lose position. So what you just saw there with Adrian is he stayed that tempo off the floor. He didn't over pull it, so he didn't go too fast. He didn't lose position. He gets the bar to the hip where you generate, majority of the force, and then that bar by nature ends up into a spot where it is, and then you just essentially it's easy.
All right, Zachary's going for the win here, trying to beat Adrian with 112 kilos, 2 kilos over Adrian's attempt.
Oh, it was right there. It was right there.
Yeah.
That's a big jump. That's a big jump.
Big
105
jump.
to 112.
Put up some impressive numbers already.
Yeah, definitely was there. Yeah. Definitely has the strength too.
Coming up next, Chris Melamenis. Something like that.
Yeah. Sounds right to me.
Opening up with 114 for an opener.
Yeah, this is...
And he's not even the last guy to go. There's still 2 other athletes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, we're in for a treat here. Wow. Wow. Easy. Easy, easy, easy.
Unreal how easy that looked for 114 kilos.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I mean, technique. Really, it's one of those cool things where we often think about the sport and strength is extremely important. But when your technique is so dialed, you almost make heavy weights look easy by necessity. And I don't know if it's the same in strongman with, some of the techniques they have, but I know when guys are just really efficient with their movements, it's almost like they can use their strength just more efficiently.
Yep.
But yeah, he made that look light.
Going up by 1 kilo, we got Mikhail Go coming up next.
Mikhail, very strong athlete as well.
115 for an opener.
I wouldn't be surprised if he goes up. Oh no, I think he'll be taking. Oh.
I see a coach over at the table. I'm not sure if it's his or not, but might see a change here.
Oh, back to Chris.
Psych.
Psych. And yeah, once again, this is the cool part of weightlifting where, when athletes go in, the coach puts in for a change order, next athlete's up, and depending on what they want to do, they'll kind of keep going back and forth.
for a max of 3 per weight, right?
Yeah, per lift, yeah. Oh, Chris is back up. Did he hit 115 before?
Yes. And it looked relatively easy. Oh, just jumped up to 117.
Yeah.
I was going to say 1 kilo jump seems fairly conservative for how easy that 115 was.
Wouldn't even be surprised if he goes up again.
So seeing that he's there and he's ready to lift. If he was to add another kilo at this point, it's purely just gamemanship, try to get into the mind of the other guy, right?
Well, depending too, it depends. Like, if the next guy is so far, like if you're not battling, sometimes you'll just change weights to give yourself more time. So that's might have been kind of what's going on. Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, easy. The yeah, so like let's say it's just you left and you still have all your weight changes. Typically what you'll do is you'll change your weight to something lower than you're actually going to hit, and then you just use all your change attempts to give yourself and bide more time.
Ah.
So then you'll let's say you're going to hit 120 on your next hit. So you just snatched 115, you might go, weight change to 116. Okay, the plate loaders change the weights. Okay, 118, 119, and then you make your final change for that 120. That'll just give you a little bit more time on the clock.
Speaking of time on the clock, got 2 minutes counting down here. 119 kilos called for.
Yeah, so yeah, that clock always stops when the loaders are changing the bar. So then, yeah, just kind of by nature buys you a little bit more time. And then once again, sometimes a lifter will say, hey, can I get that bar cleaned? It's looking a little dirty.
Yeah. There you go, another ad, 120 now.
$120. Wow.
Impressive. With Chris being a guy of shorter stature, we'll say, would you say it's better to be a shorter or taller athlete for Olympic lifting?
In general, shorter. If you want to think about it in like work capacity wise, you got to lift the bar less distance. Now, once again, saying that sometimes longer athletes in terms of snatch will have a better leverage point. You got longer legs. You can almost if you think about standing up with longer legs, you almost get more torque on that, like more room to kind of push and lift that bar with your legs.
Yeah. As
opposed to shorter athletes. However, though, shorter athletes do have to move that bar less of a range. And typically also their mobility at the bottom. Like if you want to think about someone with let's say short arms, short legs, they typically can sit at the bottom of a deep squat more comfortably. But yeah, it kind of depends on mobility, and there's a lot of factors that go into that.
You know who Eddie Cohn is, powerlifter?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, short guy, long arms.
Yeah. Good
Made
deadlifter.
for it. Yeah. All right, third and final attempt, 120 kilos.
Wow.
Get out of here.
Bullied that weight.
Put some weight on that bar.
Yeah, once again, it's you wonder what his max is, because that might have been it, but it's it might have just been that good today, and he made it look great. So no, that was a fantastic lift.
Yeah, good stuff.
All right, Mikhail, strong athlete, 123.
Yeah, Mikhail Go opening up the 123 for his first snatch. 40 kilos over his body weight. Roughly.
Oh.
Close.
So that's kind of what we were talking about before, just with that extension is, that bar gets a little bit away from you and then it swings around. very tough to stop that bar's momentum as it comes back. Definitely have the strength to lift that. Probably just, rush the pull a little bit, but definitely there.
Yeah, we'll see if he should be coming right back out for this one. I don't think Jonathan Chewy is going to be. Do you know how to say his last name?
I think it's Chew.
Chew? Okay.
I think.
Okay.
And yeah, I think Jonathan will be closer to that higher 120s.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, but once again, I think Mikhail definitely has the.
Yeah, clearly had the power there. A little too much oomph, maybe.
Yeah, it's like, oh, he's going up.
But wait, there's more.
Oh, wait. Yeah, it's always interesting to me, too, because often you'll see, like even on the international stage, athletes miss a weight and they still go up. So Mikhail's very good technically. So some athletes are, able to realize the kind of mistake they made, and still, with only 3 attempts in each of the lift with this sport, you have to be dialed in for your attempts, only having 3. And he's at a point technically where he knows probably the mistake he made, and now he's just going to come out and fix it and still go up. $125 kilos for a second attempt here. Still lots of time on the clock, over a minute left, but he's ready. Oh, yeah, it's there. It's there. That one I liked a lot more than that previous one. He stuck with the bar longer. That error was a lot less. He just missed it slightly in front.
Would it sound right if we said, like, it almost seemed like he overcorrected instead of going back? He might have.
I think it's so tough because, I wouldn't even say an overcorrection. It's like that last one, he focused on that first one probably just being too quick and too dynamic almost. So he swung his head back and once again looped the bar around and missed it behind him. With that one, his pull looked great. The pull looked vertical. Yeah, it's almost, it could have been 1 or 2 things, but it was just slightly too in front. That's the problem with snatch, and kind of as we talked about before, is if it's an inch in front, right, at that weight, you're not bringing it back.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe like a slight overcorrection, but it's definitely there. He's just gotta get into position and hold that weight overhead. But definitely has the strength, definitely has the power to do it. So the problem with with this sport too, or I shouldn't say the problem, but with the bar only goes up. So, that's why we kind of were talking about your first attempts. You got to pick your attempts tactfully, because you want to make sure you can hit, those first weights, because you get to, a weight like this and it's like, now it's go time. Here we go, Mikhail. Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Third time's a charm, baby.
Yes. See, and like that's technically he knew what he needed to do.
Yeah.
And now when he did it.
Beautiful.
Yeah. It's always cool in weightlifting when there's these times where you miss your first 2 attempts and you're approaching the bar and you're like, all right, like I have to make this. I have to. There is no room for error on this lift.
Yeah, this is it.
Yeah. So props to him. That was fantastic.
All right, last athlete to be going here, Jonathan Chew.
Yeah, this will be fun.
127 kilos.
I believe Jonathan weighs like 81, something like that.
Unreal. Oh, beautiful. He even kind of had a little smile on his face,
Yes.
I think. Yeah.
That was textbook. That was awesome.
That was awesome. Yeah, that was beautiful.
See, and that's like, it's just, once again, we were kind of talking about the technical side of it. That was, he finished his extension and he was dynamic. So, and that's the beautiful thing about the snatch. The better you get technically, now you can really put some speed onto that bar and you can really get into position fast. And he did both of those things very great.
Yeah, beautiful.
Very strong.
Saying 128 here now. You think he's going to stay there? Or
No, he's going up.
He's going up, yeah.
130, probably. 130, 131.
Buying himself some time.
Yeah, so Jonathan's the last lifter, so he'll be following himself for all his attempts. So they're looking to use all their weight changes. So he'll have 3, so the bar will probably increase here 3 times.
We've passed the 12-hour mark and the stream's still going. Yeah, we just switch back and forth between the platform and the back room and between athletes. We got that 2-minute timer going, so I like to just swing back to the back room, give you guys something to look at as they're getting ready for the clean and jerk session. And then as soon as Jonathan's back out here, I'm going to swing back, and you'll be able to see his next attempt. And you were right, 130. Just called it.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if it was 131 here.
Oh, you think he'll go up again?
Maybe. Oh, yeah.
Because he competed pretty high level, too?
He's international. Oh, yeah. He's as real as it gets.
Well, I'm not too familiar with all the federations and stuff, but, like, is he Olympic level or?
So, no. He would be kind of just under. I'm not too familiar with the Olympic qualification. It's very tough to qualify for the Olympics just because there's so few athletes that get to. Only 8 athletes, I believe, per session at the Olympics, so it's very tough to qualify. But
holy,
he's definitely Team Canada. So
8 out of your whole country.
We're out of all the country. Wow.
Oh,
it does not get better than that.
Dang.
See, and that's like, when you're that good technically, you really get to put torque on that bar. And what you saw there was like, he knew his position, he got to that top position, and he just like exploded into that bottom position. So he knows where that bar is at all times.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and it just, he makes it look easy. Like, the crazy thing is, if anyone was to go over to that bar right now and pick it up, that is, that's 131. That's, I believe, around that 290, 285, something like that. So
yeah,
it's a heavy bar.
That's well over the weight of an average man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, like 136 or 137, I think it's I think 137 is 300 pounds. So this bar is not light, but then you see someone pick it up like that. That's the funny thing about this sport. Even when someone, like, let's say you're watching the Olympics, and you see someone tossing around and there's just red stacked onto that bar, you almost show someone a video of an athlete lifting that weight, and they'll go, "Oh, that's cool," and you're like, "No, you don't understand. This is a ridiculous amount of weight."
Yeah.
And even this weight here, once again, 133. This is like, this would be a great clean and jerk. This is a phenomenal snatch.
Shout out to Peanut Chowder in the chat. Appreciate the compliment. It's the highest quality local stream meat I've ever seen. Good stuff, guys. Appreciate the kind words. It's all due to Mitchell's expert opinions here that I do not have.
No, this is fun. This is great. I always like, to be honest with you, even with like, it always adds to being able to kind of, you know what I mean? Like, even we were talking a bit about like MMA and the UFC before this. It always adds, like, I know I'm a very, I watch UFC intermittently, but having that kind of commentary to see what's going on is always nice. Anyway, Jonathan Chu.
133 kilos loaded up on that bar right now. Oh.
Is right there. That's
Beautiful.
as close as it gets.
Yeah.
That bar was there. It's just, once again, we talked about it before. It's if it's off by just that, that inch, that millimeter at that weight.
Yeah. That was a treat to see, though. That's an impressive lift in there by Jonathan.
Yeah. Insane.
And Adrian.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Chris.
No, that was
and Mikhail.
Yeah, no. Athletes, I'm very excited for the clean and jerk.
Yeah, it gets even heavier now.
And, once again, we saw some good battles there with the weight changes back and forth. And see, the beautiful part with this sport is so we saw that battle between, Zach and Adrian. Well, that battle's not over yet, right? Because now Zach come back in the clean and jerk.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I always enjoy this. And there's a saying in weightlifting, you snatch what you can, you clean and jerk what you must.
Yeah, I like it. All right, yeah, we get about a 4-minute wait here. I'm going to mute the mics and just go for a little walk because I've been sitting here for 12 hours. All right, the final session of the day, 12 hours and 33 minutes in.
How you feeling?
I don't even know where I am anymore, to be honest. I just need a can of corn and I'll be good, man.
Yeah, there you go.
But starting things off here, I think that's Daniel's shift will be coming up first.
Yeah. All right, starting us off.
Daniel's going to be opening up with 80 kilos.
There we go.
Nice.
Strong clean.
Yep.
Brace before the jerk. Very strong overhead. Yeah. Terrific lift.
Look good to me. All right. Just adding on that 1 kilo jump here. I'm sure he's going to be adding a little more than that. Looks pretty good. What was your top clean and jerk today?
I hit 170.
170.
Yeah. So
You think some of the bigger boys can hit that?
John, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely John.
Mm.
I probably just him. I'm quite a bit heavier than John, so his 170s are definitely way more impressive.
Yeah.
But
And you were saying you took some time off, but you've been competing for a while.
yeah, so I've been, oh man, now it's funny how getting older. I've been competing now since 2017 around or training Olympic weightlifting, so 8 years.
Nice.
Yeah, so I started in the 89 kilo weight class, so they're now it's 88. There's been some multiple weight category changes, but so I was around this weight class for a while, and then just as I trained, gained weight, and I found I'm a little bit taller of an athlete in weightlifting, I should say, not in general. Yeah, so I just, as I squatted, my legs got bigger and all that, had to move up because the weight I'd have to cut to make 89 was just getting too arduous. So slowly made my way up, and I weigh around 102 kilos now, and the weight class I fit in is into that 110. So actually that's my goal right now, is to just gain some weight and kind of fill out that weight class. But it's, so another thing we don't really see in the background is a lot of these athletes have to cut weight for this competition. So one thing that kind of goes into prep is a lot of these athletes were either, cutting carbs or whatever have you, and definitely can affect recovery. So that's, you have your, let's say, training max, but that's why sometimes your competition maxes can change, because if they had to do a water cut or if they had to do anything like that, it can definitely affect your recovery on stepping on the platform, because they have to weigh in 2 hours before.
Yeah, I like that 2 hour weigh-in thing. I wouldn't say like a diehard UFC fan, but I like UFC, and like the weight cuts. They need to fix it, man. Someone's going to kill themselves.
100%.
But not Wolfgang.
Not Wolfgang.
Wolfgang's coming out strong here. First attempt at 85 kilos. Nice.
Yeah, really nice. Yeah, very easy, very solid.
3 whites, easy money for Wolfgang. Like the kids say when like something good happens, like gang gang.
Gang gang. Oh, that's some
Wolfgang gang.
That's some hip lingo right there.
Yeah, you know me. I'm down with the homies, yo.
Yeah. Oh, geez.
Yeah.
I can tell.
Better check yourself. Wreck your socket.
Do you understand 6'7"? Have you seen that?
Man, I Googled it because I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's apparently means nothing. Literally nothing. It's just some stupid saying.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Right. Dan Schiff.
Dan's coming at 85 kilos. I think that's a 5 kilo jump from his opener. Nice.
Nice.
Are you scared?
I really like the way Dan braces before his jerk. Once again, it's It's two separate movements, and often when you rush the jerk and don't take that necessary time to get a good brace, that's when you see kind of the jerk break down. So when someone takes that big breath and kind of creates that intra-abdominal pressure and takes that time to really like feel the weight on your midfoot and push that bar up, not out, often good things happen in the jerk. So once again, props to him.
I remember when I was first getting started in lifting in general, and when you first learn about your bracing and intra-abdominal pressure and how it stabilizes your core, it's surprising. For those that at home that don't know what we're talking about, kind of look into it if you want and just watch some videos and try to learn how to brace. Like, you'll feel so much stronger in any movement.
100%. And something like back squatting too, or front squatting, if you've used a belt to do lifting, it's the same thing. You're increasing intra-abdominal pressure and the amount you can kind of press into that belt and almost increase your stability at your trunk. It almost makes it's insane how much that can boost your max, just because now you have this like rigid trunk. Now you can really press with your legs instead of kind of your body collapsing. So that's why you'll see a lot of the athletes here utilizing, especially on the clean and jerk, because we're about to see some heavier numbers than the snatch. They're going to utilize that belt to really increase the amount of intra-abdominal pressure and just overall stability.
Absolutely. Did you ever hear of a power lifter who's passed away now by Konstantin Konstantinov, I think his name was?
No, I haven't, no.
He's like, I can't remember where he's from, somewhere in Eastern Europe, but really accomplished power lifter, and he could squat. I vaguely remember something about like 800 pounds without a belt, just raw, pure raw. And he'd take, I remember I saw a video, he'd do that, it was like an 800-pound deadlift. And then he like took his shirt off and he like smack his gut, and like he was a bigger dude, so like he had a bit of a rounder belly. Like, it wasn't abs, but you could tell it was all muscle. Yeah. And he's hitting it with this heavy Eastern European accent. He's like, "This is my belt." It's like, oh man, he's a scary looking dude too.
Let's go. All right, Wolfgang back out.
Wolfgang coming out 90 kilos for his second attempt here. Fluid.
Yeah,
nice.
Really nice.
Yeah.
Yep. Technical, on point.
Well, I noticed when he got it overhead and he's set up, his legs are still pretty far apart. There is no rule about having to have them closer together, or is there?
Are you talking about like when he received the bar? Like
when he was done the lift.
No, there's no rules.
Okay, so he can stay pretty wide if he wants.
100%. As long as those arms are pressed out and they've reached that final position, your legs can almost. You got to show at the end of the lift that you're in control of the barbell, so you can't be moving around. Okay. That's why the drop signal will wait until you're completely done moving. And Dan Schiff, 90 kilos.
Yeah, another 5 kilo jump from his second attempt. 90 kilos.
Oh, nice try.
Just a bit of a misgroove there. Looks like great day for Dan nonetheless. So very consistent.
Yes, 5 for 6, I believe he went.
Very technical. Looked very good all throughout the day.
His snatches were on point too. Yeah. Like he was, great day for Dan.
I've seen him at a few other shows here with Method Barbell as well. Yeah, very consistent, good lifter.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm up next. Numa Kwan. I like his name.
Numa.
Opening up 91 kilos for his first clean and jerk. Wow.
Oh, yeah. Bullied that, yeah.
Power. Like when he received it there at the rack position, and it's like he didn't even like wobble. He's just like, yeah, okay, I just caught this almost 200 pounds. No big deal.
Yeah, just muscle cleaned it, essentially.
Unreal. Good work, Numa Kwan. As of now, it says he's going to be following himself. We'll see if that changes. Sure it will.
Oh, Wolfgang's back out.
Yeah, Wolfgang's going to be coming out to 92 kilos.
Oh,
just kidding.
Yeah.
They changed it up on us, added 2 kilos, and changed the name to Joshua Frank. He's going to be opening up at 94 kilos.
All right. Got his belt on.
All right, 94 kilos for his opener here, Joshua Frank.
There we go.
Nice.
Yes.
Clean looked pretty easy.
Yeah. Nope. Great first lift.
3 whites for Joshua Frank.
Yeah, definitely has long arms, long legs. So that jerk, often with like longer athletes, once again, the jerk can be. It's weird because have you ever seen Lasha Telehatsi?
No.
So he's the super heavyweight, but he's very long as well. And those long arms will work really good for some individuals, and sometimes it's tough because obviously it's a further path to travel. So for longer limbed athletes, jerk can be a very tough movement, but he made it work very good.
Yeah. And Wolfgang coming out for his final attempt of the day with 95 kilos loaded up on the bar.
Yeah, very controlled.
Was he just stabilizing there, or did he forget to stand up, you think?
Maybe a little bit of both.
Yeah, it was hard to say, right?
Yeah.
I was wondering what was going on there.
Yeah.
And then I heard his coach in the background say, stand up, stand
Yeah,
up. And then he said, I think he kind of forgot.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. If you've ever competed in any kind of sport, like when you're up there on that platform, man, it's hard. Like everything changes.
So my first ever competition, actually with Kevin Zimmerman there in the back, he was coaching me. And so if you're any of you watching at home, there's a down signal here for the athlete. So you got to lift the barbell, you got to hold it overhead, you got to show you're in control, and then there'll be a drop signal, and then you get to drop the bar. If you drop before that drop signal, it's a no lift. So during my first competition, I hit a PR snatch on the platform and threw it down instantly because I was so excited, and it was a no lift.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, Andrew. Big competition for him so far.
Yeah, first competition, as we heard in the chat there, coming from Lethbridge, I think it was.
Powerful, yeah.
96 kilos. Big push.
Yes. So
Nice.
perfect. It's amazing that this is first lift because that re-rack, so when he went from his clean to his jerk, that transition where that bar popped up a bit, and you could see he changed his grip for the jerk. That's something you see with like more experienced lifters, just to be quite honest. So his transition from clean to jerk was very fluid. You could tell he was like getting into a comfortable position that he knew was appropriate for him. So that looked amazing. Like once again, the clean looked great and his transition looked great. And once again, it's something that you see from like more experienced lifters. So to say this is first competition is wild because that looked fantastic.
Yeah, it's amazing. Team 9's got some good coaches.
Yeah.
Showing them the light in Lethbridge. Coming up next, Joshua Frank. Coming out for his second attempt. Going to put him at 98 kilos for this clean and jerk.
Nice lift.
Yeah, he had a little smile peek out there when he had that overhead. He knew, oh, no.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I missed it. What was it?
Yeah, elbows.
Dang.
Just the press.
Yeah.
It's once again, it's that tough thing. If you're watching at home, it's almost tough to judge unless you really look at those elbows and just focus on them. But there's definitely kind of some his finishing position was different from his catch position, and once again, that's what the judges are looking for. So if you change it all from when you catch to how you finish, and your elbows press and fully extend out, that'll be a press out.
Very nice. All right, looking like Joshua Frank's going to be following up himself here. So the 2-minute timer is counting down.
He definitely had the strength for that jerk. That was just, he's just got to really focus on getting to that final position with locked out arms. But no doubt in my mind that weight is completely achievable for him. It looks strong.
Oh, yeah. I concur.
Which was your favorite session of the day so far? This was 12 hours for you. Does any moments stand out?
'Tis all a blur at this point.
A lot of weights have been lifted today.
Yeah. I mean, me coming from strongman, obviously the bigger numbers are going to be more interesting for me. There have been some really impressive lifters that have been very consistent, and you could tell technically sound. But, I got to say, whoever's going to lift the heaviest is going to have my vote. You know?
Yeah, fair. Well, heavy lifts is what you want. Jonathan Chu will be at the end of this session.
Mm-hmm. But first, Joshua Frank coming out for his third and final attempt here at 98 kilos. Missed it on that second attempt, hoping to get it here. Beautiful.
Yes. See?
Mm-hmm.
There.
Gets it down. It's
Yeah.
good.
So yeah, on that one, he got to that final position. So once again, great job. Definitely had the strength. Just had to put the bar there. Numa, 100.
Yeah, Numa coming out for his second attempt, 100 kilos even.
Yeah, that last one looked easy. Powered it.
Skipping the chalk bin. Right to the barbell. Numa Kwan, 100 kilos, second attempt.
Oh, just a bit in front.
Almost.
Yeah, that, once again, the weight didn't look difficult. It was more so, in that jerk, you have to be so precise on where that bar ends up, because once again, same with the snatch, is if that bar is at all in front of you, think about it now being a press instead of like you're balancing that bar in the middle of your body. So if you get that bar to its final position, you get your head through and it's kind of on the midline, now you can balance, a ton of weight over your midline with locked out arms. But if that bar starts creeping in front of you, you're going to be pressing that bar out with your hands and your arms. And now that bar becomes really tough to, keep overhead.
All right, we got the newbie coming out here, Andrew Sealer, Lethbridge product. Second attempt at clean and jerk, going with 102 kilos.
It's been very impressive so far. I'm excited for this.
While I'm not an experienced Olympic weightlifter athlete viewer, this seems like a lot for a first show.
Oh,
102.
100%. Yeah. Wow.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow. Let's
First
go.
show.
He's putting it on, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, the things once again with that one is just he's so technical. So it's really cool to see once again with the clean and jerk. He's strong. His positions are really good. He's getting that bar up high on the hips. He's able to receive it high and stand it up comfortably. His clean was insanely strong. I'd wonder what his max clean is, because it's definitely a lot higher than that.
Yeah. Yeah, Lethbridge Team 9. Cranking out some good athletes down there.
Numa taking 105.
Eyeing down the platform crew as they're loading up the bar for him.
He missed the jerk on 100? Was it 100? 100?
I think that's what the last one was, yeah.
Going up 105. There it is.
Nice.
Yeah, definitely not a strength issue at all.
No, not at all. All right.
Andrew going up to 109.
Big jump. Looking strong, feeling good.
This kid's calling his shot, man.
Kid to keep an eye on for sure.
Yeah.
Andrew Sealer. The future, when he's a gold medalist at the Olympics, we can look back in his first live stream.
Yes.
Power Hippo stream.
And we were the ones.
Yeah, maybe he'll give us a cut of the prize money.
Yes, and he should.
Right? He should. Team 9, I know you're watching the left bridge. Make sure you remember this moment.
All right, let's see it.
Final lift of the day, Andrew Sealer, 109 kilos.
Easy.
Let's go, good push. Let's go, Andrew.
Wow.
Oh,
My goodness.
yeah. Just with authority.
Yeah, his head position in that jerk, phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like, no doubt in my mind. If that's a PR, he's got more in the tank. That's so cool.
Yeah, I love to see a bright future for Andrew Sealer. Next athlete coming up, Caden Snyder, coming to his first clean and jerk attempt at 110 kilos.
Yeah, now, once again, in relation to the body weight, we're seeing some, once again, the bars just creeping up and up. So, once again, this weight gets more impressive.
Nice.
Here we go. Yeah, that looked great.
Yep.
I like the fight. I like the fight on the clean, and once again, the jerk looked fantastic. So,
wasn't there a dance move called the jerk? The jerk or something.
I
could be making that
if
up.
there is, I do not know it. I'm also not a great dancer, so
It's one of those hippity hop songs, I think. Sean Woodsky in the chat, 99, assuming he's either a fan of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, the TV show, or cheering on Andrew's team.
I think I'd guess Andrew.
I don't know. Brooklyn Nine-Nine's pretty good, man. Maybe he's just a big fan.
99?
99. You ever watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good player. Yeah. When, what's his name? The captain died recently.
The actor, yeah. I saw that.
Captain Holt.
Yes.
That's what it was. I was actually a little sad.
Oh, 100%.
Because I liked it and I saw he died. I was like, the captain.
Yeah, that show was extremely funny. But I would guess that he's cheering on
9-9. Yeah, Team 9. Yeah. And for good reason. Andrew's putting him on the map. Well, I'm sure they've had other athletes, forgive me, that are gifted as well. He's just the first one I've seen. Just counting down time here for Caden Snyder. It's going to be coming out to his second attempt at 115 kilos. Just counting down that clock, buying himself some time.
Yeah, his last one looked great, so excited to see this one. Is this 5 kilos higher? What did he hit?
I think so. I can't remember for sure. But you could tell he was dialed in when he was walking from that chalk bin to the platform. Grizzly Bear could have ran in front of him and he wouldn't have seen it.
Yeah.
You could tell he was dialed in. That was going up no matter what. One minute warning.
Oh, here he comes.
All right, Caden Snyder. Second attempt, 115 kilos. Ooh. Oh,
Yeah.
so close. Ah, little wobble there.
Yeah.
He almost recovered too. He almost had it.
Yeah. The clean and jerk becomes, especially the clean, I mean, leg strength is kind of, to get out of that bottom position in the clean. That becomes, we obviously want to get out of the hole quickly. You don't want that bar to kind of crush you at the bottom. That's typically what with him, it just looked like getting out of the hole was a bit tough and not, in relation to his clean max. I'm not sure obviously what his clean max is, but if you catch that bar awkwardly at the bottom and you kind of have to pause, you don't get that bounce out of the bottom, makes it extremely difficult to stand up. You almost get pinned by the bar, as opposed to you see a lot of these athletes when they receive the bar and they kind of bounce out of the bottom, a lot easier to stand up. So if you kind of misgroove the clean and then you have to stop at the bottom, now you're essentially like paused, and now you have to like initiate the movement on that barbell from essentially nothing.
Not to mention you're trying to process all that information in a millisecond.
Oh, 100%.
Right?
Yeah. So looks like he's coming out aggressive. Let's go, kid.
All right, Caden Snyder, final attempt, 115 kilos.
There we go.
Nice. Nice.
Yes.
That looked good
Yes.
to me, man.
Yes.
It's
Unreal.
good.
See
Three
on
whites.
that. So see on that one, he caught it, like right up.
Yeah.
He didn't have to pause at the bottom. He just rode that kind of bounce right up. And much easier to stand up.
One thing I noticed too, if you were watching closely, he didn't take a breath from the clean to the jerk portion. That's something that I learned when I was doing strongman still for the log press. Same thing. When you get it up to that rack, if you like exhale and try to take a breath, you lose all that tension. And so you'd think, oh no, I got to take a breath at the top. But if you don't, you can just maintain that core pressure. It does you well.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
If you don't pass out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which happens. Up next, first clean and jerk athlete, Brett Marin, 120 kilos for his opener.
Let's go, Brett. Nice.
Yep. Big push. Let's go, Brett. Nice.
Awesome. Yeah, very technical. Yeah, the down signal doesn't seem to be working. I know. Even when I was competing, I was like,
It's delayed, yeah.
it's delayed, or there's no sound. Usually there's like a beep that
Yeah.
kind of signals you that you wait for. And right now it just doesn't seem to be working. So I know a lot of athletes right now are like, when do I drop this?
Oh, yeah, I've seen it on a few guys' faces, even like that little bit of annoyance where you're like, come on, man.
Well, especially when you're holding it overhead and as that weight gets heavy, because you're like holding on for dear life essentially, and you're just like, when can I let this barbell down? Please let me. But no, I liked his clean. It looked textbook. It just comfortable weight for him. Or he made it look very comfortable.
All right, so got Brett Marin up on the board there for his second attempt. He will be coming out to 124 kilos unless he changes that between now and then. Man, I'm so excited for some food
Yeah.
after this. I didn't bring enough.
Yeah, I mean 12 hours. That's a shift. And you're going on 12 and a half.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's 13 on stream, but I've been here for like an hour before that. So I've been here 14 hours now.
Yeah. You caffeine guy?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Had a couple Monties go through me so far.
Yeah, there we go.
Of me, I saw something the other day. A Monster is called a fridge cigarette. You just go and you crack it.
A white monster?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's a fridge cigarette right there.
Yeah.
That's the best way to put it. I don't even smoke cigarettes.
Yeah. I love myself a lot. All right, Brett Marin.
Coming out to 124 kilos on his second attempt here. Nice.
Very strong.
Oh, dang.
Just behind.
Yeah, a little too much there.
One thing I like that he does, and he did it on his snatches too, is just how deliberate he is in his setup. You can tell as approaches the bar, he finds the grip he wants, the position he wants off that pull. And that's why I think, with his snatches, he was so consistent, even so on his cleans. But yeah, just missed the jerk behind.
I was gonna ask too, when the timer starts going, when does the timer stop? Like when you're walking out, let's say you got 3 seconds left. If you touch the bar before the time goes up, are you good?
You got to initiate the pull before that timer hits 0.
So not just touching, you have to.
Yeah, I got to start the movement. Yeah.
All right, I was wondering that. There was a guy earlier that got right down to the whistle. I was like, I don't know, was it good? I don't know.
Yeah, so technically, when you follow yourself, you'll see guys really take that full 2 minutes. And I know even for myself, if I'm following myself on, like, let's say a clean and jerk, I'll let that clock get to 10 seconds. I don't like to let it go any lower than that typically, but
yeah,
you can. And once again, if you're comfortable with your, clean setup and position, and you know kind of what the time is, you can let that bar get down. I've seen guys let it get down to 2 seconds, 1 second. So kind of utilizing all that time you have.
Yeah, absolutely. Every little bit of time to get that CNS to kind of settle out, get ready for another round. CNS, for those at home, central nervous system. You got to consider the impact that these super heavy, sudden movements has on your central nervous system as well, because once you tax that, it's hard to come back from that.
Oh, 100% it is. That's why it's always so tough when you do like a max, or, let's say, almost max lift, you miss, and you got to come out and follow yourself. You go basically back and sit down, and it's like, I've got 2 minutes to get everything back in order and reattempt that weight.
Yeah.
Because now it's going to be a lot more difficult.
It's hard because it's only 2 minutes too. And even if you kind of, game plan a bit, you buy yourself, say, another 30 seconds to a minute with your weight changes to get your CNS from up here to settled out and then ramp it back up. It's very difficult.
Well, especially too, if like you're going for a max lift, because like you said, it's like, I got to calm down so I can get my heart rate down. And now I got to also get my headspace back into, I'm going to absolutely obliterate this weight. That's, at the max of what I can lift. All right, Brett.
Final attempt of the day, 126 kilos. Loaded up for Brett Marin.
Nice.
All right, big push here, Brett.
Oh,
so close.
Yeah. Yeah, just a tad in front.
I think he was successful on that first lift, though, right?
Yeah. He did get a clean and jerk, yeah. So, yeah, once again, strength not an issue. Once again, really like his clean setup. He knew where that bar was. That clean looked easy for him. Once again, that jerk can be tough because, like you said, it's, following yourself and, just getting ready for that last attempt. All right, Adrian. Sandy. The battle between him and Zach continues.
I can't help it. Whenever I see someone named Adrian, I got to do the Rocky Adrian in my head. Yeah, I can't not hear it.
All right.
Adrian's coming out, opening up with 130 kilos for his first clean and jerk.
Great pull.
Cool.
Yes. Textbook.
Yeah, 130 kilos in
Easy.
the books.
So once again, with Adrian, what he does a real good job of is he gets that bar so high up on the hips that you see in his reception, he's so upright as he receives the bar. And he's able just to stand that bar up so easy. He knows where that bar is, and now he can just work on being very forceful and deliberate with that extension because he's just so consistent.
Mm-hmm.
And once again, training with him, he's very technically sound. So once again, he can just move through that bar and really just focus on, okay, now I really have to press through in this clean. And he did. And it looked, with the more experienced lifters, what you see is the movement looks a lot more simple because they're not doing all these extra little things. They're doing, I don't want to say the bare minimum, but all the movements just look so refined. And yeah, that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, jumped the weight up to 132 kilos when he's coming in for that second attempt. Following himself, he does get that 2-minute timer down to 1 minute and 35.
He'll be going up. Oh, yeah, see.
There you go, another 2 kilos, 134.
Yeah. He might even go up again.
Once again, shout out to the in-house mascots here, Susie the Snatching Squirrel and Barty the Bison. Glad to have them on the crew here today.
Susie the Snatching I didn't even see those there, and you put that on the screen. That is so funny. Holy shit.
They're part of the show, too. They're one of us, you know?
They are.
Just look at Susie there, that overhead snatch.
That's
beautiful.
And we were just talking about textbook technique. Susie the Snatching Squirrel has that bar directly over the midline. That bar is not going anywhere. That is 3 white lights.
Look where her head is.
Yes.
Look at that head placement. Beautiful.
Yeah.
If only Barty was bipedal or
Yeah. If only. Yeah. And 2 acorns at the same time. That's
right.
Yeah. That's a PR. All right. Zach Blakely. Very powerful athlete.
Zach Blakely's coming out to 135 kilos for his first attempt of the night here with Clean and Jerk.
Let's go, Zach.
Push. Beautiful. Yes.
Yes.
Love it.
My goodness.
135 kilos.
So once again, Zach, team alumni, Team Canada gymnastics athlete, extremely strong overhead. His jerks, watching him do like any type of jerk movement overhead, he does a lot of like jerks off blocks, stuff like that. Very strong athlete overhead. He was a trampoline Team Canada athlete, so very strong overhead.
That was 135 he just did, right?
Yeah.
All right. Adrian Sandy coming out to hopefully match that with his second attempt here. 135 kilos.
Yeah, his first one looked great. That's
Save it.
Oh, yeah, that's good. Yeah. Yeah.
Nice. 2 whites. It's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Taking a breather there.
Yeah. I mean, Adrian weighs 80 kilos, so that is
Impressive.
well over his body weight. So
Yeah.
that's very impressive lift.
Boy ate his veggies growing up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bet your dad was probably sprinkling creatine in his Wheaties in the
Oh,
morning.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Just not even telling him.
Yeah. All right. As of now, Adrian will be following himself. So 2 minutes on the clock here.
Yeah, I imagine he'll be going up here. He'll
Yeah.
bring Zach out.
Still got Chris Melamenis, Jonathan Chu, and Mikhail Go to have a run here.
And Susie the Snatching Squirrel.
Yes, and Barty the Bison. Although I don't know how Barty's going to do if he doesn't have hands.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Did you ever see a bison before, like in life?
Oh, yeah. I'm from northern Alberta, Fairview little town, Fairview, Alberta.
Fairview, yeah.
A lot of bison up there, a lot of bison farms. So.
Yeah.
My actually buddy, their family had one. So actually had a bunch of them. Anyway, Zach Blakely coming out here.
I'll share my bison story after Zachary.
Here we go, Zach.
$138 kilos for his second attempt here. Oh, nice.
Let's go reset.
Beautiful. Let's go, Zachary. Oh, so close. Beautiful save on that clean, though.
Oh, yeah. He was just fighting it.
Oh, yeah.
That was a great fight.
Yeah, good work, Zachary.
It's always so tough after a clean like that to jerk, just because obviously you're fighting it and, you know, obviously eats up leg strength before you go into that jerk. So the fact that he was able to fight through that, awesome.
Yeah, impressive. All right, Adrian Sandy coming in, 138 kilos loaded up for him as well. Third and final clean and jerk attempt.
Yeah, Adrian's had a great comp so far.
Yeah, absolutely. $138 kilos. Final attempt here.
At just over 300 pounds.
Dang. Unfortunately, not going to be there. Impressive lifts, nonetheless.
Yes. I mean, that's a ton of weight.
Oh, yeah. Nothing to put your head down about when you're walking away from that.
Oh, no. I mean, what was it, 135 that he hit?
I think so.
Yeah, I mean, that looked phenomenal.
Yeah. I was going to say, though, talking about bison, I had a Harley once upon a time, and a bunch of us took him down to the States, and we just crossed the border and wanted to drive across the States from Vancouver, cross over to Seattle, and went west. And while we were going across, we stopped in Montana and drove through Yellowstone Park. Obviously, lots of bison, buffalo down there. And we're going, and there's a bison buffalo crossing ahead of us, and the rangers like letting cars through and letting the buffaloes go, taking turns. And then sure enough, I'm in the front of the pack with my buddy on our bikes. There's like 6 or 7 of us. And we get to the front of the line, and he stops us, and the buffalo's crossing. And me and Scott are right in the front, and the buffalo just stops and kind of looks at us. And, like, they're huge.
Oh, massive.
You don't, like, yeah, they're big.
Yes.
But when you're in front of it, like, its head alone is as big as a torso of a human. Like,
it's huge.
So he stopped, and he just kind of looked at us and did, like, a little, like, spit at us almost, and just kept going. And I thank my lucky stars he kept going.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And Zach's going to be coming out. Here we go, Zach. 139.
That's 1 kilo heavier, right?
Yeah, he's going to be attacking this.
All right, let's go, Zachary. Dig deep. Oh, dang.
That's a lot of weight.
A lot of weight, man. 139 kilos.
Great showing from him. That's a big lift. Oh, Chris Mellemes, 150.
What?
Yeah.
Holy cannoli. Chris Mellemes.
I mean, he made those snatches look easy, so, you know, not surprised we're throwing this weight on the bar the way he was snatching.
Opening up. First attempt. 150 kilos.
It's a big lift. Yeah, a little smelling salt.
Yeah. Get some people going. All right, opening attempt on 150 kilos.
Wow.
Oh, no way he saved that.
Oh, my gosh.
Disgusting. Wow.
That was not a heavy weight for him. It just looked like on the clean, that bar in the clean, if that bar, as you're pulling, if you let it bring you onto your toes, you create a little bit of forward momentum. So as you kind of get to extension, all your weight will be forward. So as you turn over, you'll catch it just a tad bit in front of you, and then it's really hard to stabilize. So then you end up kind of running the bar forward. So once again, I think he probably just had his weight a tad bit forward. But obviously that weight was not a problem for him.
Yeah. All right, Mikhail, go.
Yeah.
Didn't have the best run with snatch, so I'm sure he's going to come out here and try to destroy this bar. Beautiful.
Easy. Wow.
Nice.
Yeah. He bullied that.
Easy 3 whites, getting 150 kilos locked in for his first attempt.
Yeah, that was not an issue for him.
Chris Malamenis is coming up next. This says 131 kilos, but I'm sure he's going to be at a little more than that, or 151 kilos. See where he ends up at.
Yeah, and this is especially where you see at these kind of weights, the technique that's almost required. So you obviously, like Mikhail, very good technique, very upright in his clean pull, getting to that final extension, because at these weights, necessary. You can't almost, get behind early or do anything like that. The movement has to be there. You can't be inefficient in your pull for something like this.
Oh, yeah. At these weights, everything counts.
Well, and the crazy thing is, too, is like, when we're going to see with Jonathan Chu, is like these guys weigh around, 80 to 88 kilos, right? So we're approaching double body weight.
Oh, yeah.
So, we were talking before about, with snatch, once you approach body weight, the physics change a little bit. Well, at double body weight, like
quantum mechanics.
Yeah, we're in the fourth dimension.
Yeah.
So no, but it really forces you to be efficient, and you got to lift this weight through your midline. So the weight has to be in the midfoot as you're pulling, as you get to final extension, and everything has to be pinpoint.
Kind of like how long distance sniper has to even account for humidity and curvature of the earth and all that stuff, right?
Yes. So yeah, now at these weights, those minute details we were talking before about, the misses in front and stuff, now those really have to be there. One thing that coaches, so you guys are watching athletes in the back room, the coaches are going to be talking to the athletes during their warm-ups about, we can't just be warming up, willy-nilly. You've got to be focusing on, there's this thing in weightlifting where you have to focus your warm-up weights to look like max weights. We can't just throw this bar in front or over pull or under pull, because at lighter weights you can get away with it. The unfortunate thing that happens is if you practice like that, when you get to heavy weights, it'll accentuate those problems. So it's like with lighter weights, and you'll see a lot of these really good athletes, their lightweights and their heavyweights look exactly the same.
Yep. And same thing with powerlifting, strongman, whatever. You have to treat every weight like it's a max weight.
Yes.
Because the worst injuries I've experienced in strength sports was never a heavy weight.
Exactly.
Always a warm-up weight.
It's funny how you almost expect heavy weights to be heavy, so you treat them as such, but injuries tend to happen at those lighter ones, the ones that you're not giving enough credit. But here we go, Chris Malamenis.
155 kilos for his second attempt. 150 flew up like butter. See how he does here.
Wow. That jerk, that overhead position for him is absolutely solid. No issue.
I'm not an expert, but if that guy wrote a textbook about lifting, Olympic lifting, I'd read it.
I'd read it twice.
Yeah.
I'd probably get him to sign it too.
Yeah, it's an honor.
But no, just his front rack to overhead position. The thing that really stands out for me with him is that he drives the bar so vertically. It's right there for him. He knows where it is. Here we go, Mikhail.
Coming in 155 kilos here as well for his second attempt.
see
Is
what
it
happens
good?
here.
It's
Yeah.
good. 2 whites. Good work.
That clean looked great.
Yeah. Pan the camera out a bit. It seems like athletes are coming a bit more forward than earlier.
Yeah, and what you'll see, like, obviously as the bar gets heavier and kind of the, what tends to end up happening at heavier and heavier weights, even in, with international athletes, is that if they do miss it a tad bit forward, obviously that platform is very large for a reason. So the athletes can step forward. As long as your 2 feet are on that platform, you are still good. So you can run it right up to the end. As long as you stop the barbell, have control, you'll still get the down signal. If you run off or any, part of your body touches outside of the platform, obviously a no lift. But that's why they give that extra room, because at heavier and heavier weights, that bar might move a little bit forward, but we are able to kind of chase after it.
Which, like, if you can miss it and have to chase it to complete it, you shouldn't be penalized for that.
No, and you're not.
You know what I mean?
And you're not.
You're not, but like rightfully so, right? Like you should almost get like a little attaboy.
Oh yeah. No, and it's, to be honest with you, it's quite impressive because, well, let's think about this here, like 157. So these guys, 150 is 330 pounds. So these guys are now at that, I don't know, almost 355 pounds. 160 is 355. So, if that bar is an inch in front, imagine 360 pounds over your head, and you're going to have to take a few steps with it.
Yeah.
So it's, once again, super impressive.
Yeah. That overhead stability, it's important. I remember when I was still training, like I saw people would kind of get that bar overhead, lock it out, and almost kind of go for a little walk.
Yes.
And you're just working all those tiny little stabilizers.
Yes. Chris Melimenis about to work some of those stabilizers.
Got a hit of some smelling salts there, it looked like.
Yeah. Very important.
Oh, yeah.
Love smelling salts.
159 kilos for Chris's final attempt.
Wow, it just rips that bar off the ground. Wow.
There it is.
All right, Chris, we're expecting the book here.
159 kilos, yep. I'll pre-order a copy right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't even really know what to say about that. He bullied that.
Yep.
Like, that did not look heavy.
He owns that bar now.
Yes. Yeah. Method Barbell, if we could deliver that bar to Chris Melimenis after this.
Yeah, Mitchell said he'll cover the costs, so...
I'm good for it.
Yeah. I'll get you, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
All right, bar's ready for the final attempt from Mikhail. Go.
Just missed the jerk on that last one, so I think he'll be coming out for this one. Or no, he made his last lift.
Jumping up to 160 kilos here for his final attempt.
Yeah, so from his hips, it just got a little bit out in front of him. And at that weight, if there's any separation with the bar between you and the bar, you're not going to be able to receive it. So as he extended, he just kind of came back and the bar floated a little bit in front of him. But once again, he moved that bar. You can tell it's just a little technical change, but obviously at that weight, 1 inch in front of you becomes tough to pull back.
I Googled it because I was curious. The world record clean and jerk is by Lasha.
Tallahassee?
Yeah. It's 267 kilos, 588 pounds.
It's if you're at home and you want to see that, or just YouTube it, and it's. I'll be honest, when you watch him clean and jerk, it doesn't compute because he makes it look too easy for how much weight's on the bar. So it's hard to appreciate.
A 588-pound deadlift is impressive.
My gosh, it's if you haven't seen it, you got to see it. But once again, it's absolutely astounding. But Jonathan Chu's about to do something crazy.
Jonathan's getting our love right now. 165 kilos for his opener. I think he's also the last athlete, right? Everyone else is done.
Oh, yeah.
Going back to back to back here. Jonathan Chu. 165.
Easy. Extremely great. Like,
Nice.
so with him, that overhead position and that, once again, his ability to push it just straight up vertical. He knows where that bar is. Now he can get himself into a good position to receive it. Yeah, I mean, he bullied that way.
Yeah, very good performance there from Jonathan on that first attempt. Gonna get his full 2 minutes here.
And once
Probably
again,
a couple weight changes.
Jonathan's, around that, I want to say 80 kilo body weight. So that was an over double body weight clean and jerk.
Yeah, it was wildly impressive.
Yeah. So it's, once again, watching weightlifting, when people make weights look easy, it's almost kind of disconnect from how much is on the bar, because you're like, oh, that looked,
Oh, yeah.
And then you look at the weight on the bar and you're like, holy crap.
Wait a second.
Yeah. Yeah, interested to see where he goes from this. If I had to guess, he's going 170.
4 kilo jump? No.
He just hit 165, so
Yeah,
that was the
5
automatic
kilo.
one.
Yeah.
And then, I think I think he's 70. Yeah, come on. He even might go higher than that.
I mean, he can't let you have the heaviest clean and jerk of the day.
That's true. Oh, man, don't bring that up.
Well, I did like the guy, but
Yeah.
over here throwing things out.
Yeah. Cut the stream.
Yeah. You didn't see anything.
Yeah. No, and once again, like, even, with me, like, my 170 kilo, like, I weigh 102 kilos, so I'm 22 kilos heavier,
Yeah.
him. So this, like, even his last clean jerk, much more impressive than mine, just strictly speaking. In weightlifting, we use this thing called the Sinclair total, which basically calculates points based on your body weight into the relation that you lift.
Yep.
So it's kind of like a ratio, and we use that to calculate, like, your rating in Alberta. And right now, Jonathan's rated. He's the best weightlifter in Alberta.
Yeah.
So he's like top of the pack, and once again competes on Team Canada. Extremely talented weightlifter. Strong. His back squat, I don't know what his max is, but I have seen him squat 500 pounds at 80 kilo body weight. So
It's impressive.
very impressive.
All right, 170 kilos loaded up here for Jonathan Chu's second clean and jerk of the night.
Come on, John. Let's go. Yes.
Nice.
Wow. That jerk was so solid. And especially, too, because even that clean was great, but you could tell he kind of misgrooved it a little bit, so he had to stand it up, fight a little bit, but you could tell his leg strength is so strong, he was able just to power through it. And to make that jerk look that easy after that clean was, incredible.
Impressive.
Yeah. I'm interested to see what jump he takes now. Because, I mean, standing that up was no issue. That jerk was no issue. I was a betting man, and I am. 175.
Yeah.
I think so. I'd say 5 kilos with a lot of, like, the more, like, higher level athletes. I'd say usually you don't see anything less than 5 kilo jumps. In the clean and jerk. In snatch, it can range.
Any idea what his current PR is?
That I don't know.
Curious if he's approaching it or not.
He, I know the weight classes just changed. So now he used to be, I believe, forgive me if I'm wrong, it used to be like 78 or 79 kilos, the old weight classes. So I know now he's been able to actually, like, I know he had to cut a lot of weight before. I think it was like 76 kilos maybe even that he always had to cut down to. So now I believe he actually gets to put on a little bit of weight. So I think he's been actually building up, and I think he's been seeing some good strength gains from it. So, don't know his max clean and jerk, but I gotta imagine we're somewhere close. And once again, the weight we're seeing on the bar now, so this is over double body.
Yeah.
So 175. He's going for the 3 reds. So in weightlifting, this is a cool moment because now we got 3 red plates on the bar. This is I know the first, my best clean ever is 179. The first time I ever put 3 reds on the bar and I hit it, it's a huge moment.
Oh, you want to cry?
Yeah. It's like it's 3 reds, right? It's like it's every weightlifter's dream. But I'm very confident he's cleaned this before, maybe even clean and jerked it before. So yeah, definitely from the look of that last one, I think he definitely has this in the tank.
If I'm reading this correctly, I think the Canadian record for clean and jerks 202 kilos.
Yeah, probably
Just
a heavier
curious.
weight class. Probably a heavier weight class. Does it say who did it?
No, this one is Xavier Luzignan on
Yeah.
a lower weight class. The heavier is
Bodie.
Yeah, Bodhi Santavi at 210 kilos.
Yeah. Bodie went to the Olympics and he got 3rd in the snatch, I believe. 3rd overall and maybe actually won the snatch in 2020. But anyway, John Chu here, 175, huge lift.
Final attempt, 175 kilos. Oh, dang. Not
Tremendous
gonna be there.
pull, though. Like, that's a huge amount of weight.
Absolutely. What a wonderful day for a lot of these gentlemen here today. Impressive lifts across the board.
Yeah, that was insane. That was a terrific session.
Yeah, thanks for hopping on, man. I appreciate it. Some good insight on the lifts.
Yeah, no, that was a ton of fun.
Yeah. Definitely let you know in the future if we're doing more shows here.
Invite me back, man. This was a ton of fun.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's go.
good having you.
Let's do it.
And thanks. Well, I guess I should probably stay on for the awards.
Yeah, let's
I'll
do
stay
it.
for that.
The Jonathan Chu, definitely going to get best lifter. That was insane.
I think that's fair. Yeah.
That one, to be honest with you, my favorite lift of all of this was the Jonathan Chu. What was it, 130 or 131? It was one of those, but he hit, and that snatch looked incredible.
Yeah.
And Adrian Sandy hitting, I believe he hit 100, missed 105 or 106, and then came out for a 110 snatch. So, from first to third lift, 10 kilos.
Oh, yeah.
So, props to Adrian on that one. That was huge.
Yeah, I liked watching Andrew Sealer as well for his first show.
Yes.
Put up some good
Lethbridge
numbers,
boy.
man. Yeah. 9'9".
9'9". Dude, once again, he looked incredible for his first show. That wasn't,
Yeah, he definitely should be going home with a smile on his face tonight.
Yeah. Hopefully not driving all the way to Lethbridge tonight. I know the roads are a little hectic out there.
Yeah, it'd be gross. Well, I'm assuming it might be a few minutes for the award, so I was just going to mute the microphones here, and we'll be right back. Can't really hear him.
Chris Melamenis, third, looks like.
Yeah, Jordan's a little quieter guy.
Mikhail taking second. And who could it be?
Yeah. All due respect to Daniel, but yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it was, we know.
Yeah. Let's go. No, incredible. Once again, great showing from all three.
Yeah, I love to see it. It's funny because Mikhail and Jonathan, similar build, similar height, everything. And then Chris, just completely different build, slightly shorter.
Yes.
I think, wasn't there more than... I guess they don't announce if they never made a podium, hey? I think that's it, right?
Yeah, I think that is it.
Did they do the awards for the women's? They must have.
Yeah, they must have.
Yeah. Okay. I think they did.
Yeah, well.
I don't see him calling anyone up, so.
Yeah.
All right, well, Mitchell Luck, thank you. Great performance today for you as well. 170 kilo on that clean and jerks. Impressive.
Yes, thank you very much. And yeah, everyone have a good night.
Yeah, everyone stay safe. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday, and we'll see you at the next one. Toodles.